drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Heard I in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Heard I in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Heard I in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Heard I in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Heard I in the morning. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Way, up she rises. Heard I in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up.
What's going on, everyone? How we doing today on this Friday? It's a wonderful day. A wonderful day in the workshop. It's rainy here today. It's been raining all morning. And it's actually quite nice. I don't even have the AC going in here. It's 68 degrees in the workshop. I got doors open. It's actually quite nice today. Except for the rain. I was gonna maybe mow the lawn this afternoon, but that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. Oh man. But we got some new addition going into the workshop today. I did a good old run to Northern Tools this morning, and I finally bit the bullet on doing some air hose line install in the workshop. Because right now all I have is that hose rail on the side of my wall, and I really want that hanging from right around where my air filter is, because I got beams going across. So I want that hanging right there in the middle of the workshop. So I did buy some a kit. Instead of buying all of the piping and fittings and everything, they sell kits by Rapid Air is the name of the kit, and it has pretty darn good reviews. Not sponsored at all, but I had really good reviews, and for the price point for what you got, really did add up quite a bit to what you could just buy regularly if you pieced it all together. Oh, I think it's the 3/4. Yeah, the 3/4 pipe here. Let me get a close up. So this is the one I got. So it comes with 100 feet of tubing, 3 outlets, 2 T's, some mounting clips, a cutting tool. I already have this filter regulator that was given to me right here. So I'm going to mount this on the wall where that's coming out of already, and then go off of this for all my other stuff. But it has pretty darn good reviews. Pretty darn good reviews. So you know what? I'm gonna go with it. And then I picked up some other goodies here at Northern Tool. I didn't know how many of the it came with 20 clips, but I bought 10 more just to be safe. And I was running low on my tool oil, so I picked up some of that. And then I just picked up air fitting kit. Has a bunch of different connections and stuff in it. I didn't know how many I was going to need, because I got other plans as well. Because I mean, if you want the help, if you're not working today, Tom, come on over. I always like guests in the workshop. But I do have older air hoses that have holes in them that I'm going to piece together and use as needed. Thought you'd probably be working today there, Tom. But I'm super excited about this kit. I went there to Northern Tool and I checked. Then why are you asking if I need help then, Tom? If you're working, you turd. And I checked Northern Tool's website before I went over there just to make sure they had one. It said they had one. And of course, when I get there, it wasn't on the shelf. So I had to ask. And the guy was like, "Arr, what's on the shelf is what we got." And then I was like, "You sure your website says you got one in stock?" And then sure enough, they were up on a shelf. He wasn't paying attention. Oh, yeah. Give an excuse. Go ahead. I'm not going to say anything. I'm sure nobody there watches my channel. And if they do, then I guess you're SOL. Ooh, look. Instructions. It does, giving you an excuse. I mean, nobody really wants to work on a Friday anyway. I do like this because on all the fittings. Are you kidding me? Did I get the wrong? I didn't get any reducers. Because you're supposed to connect right into here with your couplers. But of course, what it shows on the stuff and what they try to sell you, so it looks like I might have to yeah, because I'm supposed to get a half inch. Because this is the size of all my hose adapters and everything that I got. Because I use yeah, so this hole here is half inch. At least that's what I think it is. Yeah. And what I got here are the quarter. I don't think I have any 1/2 inch. Guess I wasn't paying attention. I did, but I was in there and I was looking at the box because it gives this the kit gives you most of the stuff that you need there, Life. But with the outlet here to get your couplings into is 1/2 inch. I wasn't paying attention to that, and I got 1/4 inch NPTs. But I need 1/2 inch NPTs or just the reducers. And I don't think I have any. How you doing, Life and Pain? So I got the kit that comes with 3/4 tubing, and all of my hoses that I use have the 1/4 inch NPT on it. Connectors. I don't have anything that uses the 1/2 inch. I don't need anything that substantial. I got this kit because it had better reviews than the 1/2 inch tubing, and it has better connectors because the connectors on the 1/2 inch tubing were all plastic. These are all nice metal connectors. Here. So it comes with really nice metal connectors, press fittings, and all that. So that's why I opted for the 3/4 tubing. But when I was getting the couplers, I grabbed the 1/4 inch and not paying attention, I should have grabbed the 1/2 inch, or at least got reducers from 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, so that way I can go in there. For the faces, most people just they build the box for the drawers, and then they'll screw from the backside for the face of the drawer. Because they'll build the box for the drawer, and then for the actual face of the drawer, they will just screw it over the front. But if you're talking about the joints all the way around, I mean, box joints, dovetails are really good. Hey, Bama, how you doing? How's your day going? I mean, you're going to get your 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 strongest joints with either box joints or dovetails. I mean, box joints are pretty easy to do if you already have a jig set up, or you can make one pretty good. And then for the drawer bottom, you can always run a dado and slide your drawer bottom into it. That'll give you a lot more strength rather than just like gluing and using some brad nails for the bottom of it. Simple box joints. Ooh, measuring pallet wood. And this kit wasn't overly expensive either. The kit was only $200. So it's not like it's like super duper expensive. Yes. So, yeah, finger joints, box joints, whatever you want to call them. Those are really easy. I mean, you can even do it with your router. If you have a nice router table, set up a fence and make yourself a little stop plate or whatever and do it that way. So let's test this and make sure this has a good airtight seal on everything. Well, son of a biscuit, that's 1/2 inch too. Because all my fittings, this one I do need to replace. Really should have looked at my stuff before I went to the store. But that's what I get for being in some of a rush. Let me go get my bolt rounder offers. Because this coupler right here is bad. I do know that for a fact. So how's everyone doing on this Friday? I'm just thread seal tape, i.e. Teflon tape. Wrong size. I don't even know what Blue Monster is. Please enlighten me. Never even heard of Blue Monster. Man, that's on there. Let me try to get all the air out of this. Maybe that's what's... Got jokes. Sell it in the men's department. Hey, Jack Frost, how you doing? How's your Friday going? The Pirate is good. We're doing some airline install, but in proper Pirate fashion. I forgot some fittings. There we go. Jack Frost is everywhere. Your mallet was doing some designing. Hey, you guys. Bad Dad, thank you for that 2 months. I do the same thing, Jack Frost. I do the same, Jack. Where are my... What the heck? How you doing today? We're doing some airline install. Got some goodies. Just got up. Must have been a late night. Pair of socks. How's your projects coming along, Bad Dad? Just cleaning this old Teflon out of these threads. Tubes, that's right. I went and purchased the Rapid Air kit for hose lines. I've been eyeballing it for a while. I got rain going on here today. But I've been eyeballing this Rapid Air brand kit for a while because it comes with some decent stuff and it has really good reviews. So yeah, so I've been wanting to plumb myself, but after pricing out all the fittings and everything, it just wasn't. It was just getting expensive, so I bought this kit right here from Rapid Air. Comes with just about everything. 100 foot of 3/4 hose. It's aluminum lined. It's pretty stout stuff. Max PSI is 200, more than enough than I need. But it comes with quite a few. This stuff right here, it didn't come with, but dollars. It cost me $200 for this kit. So it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. Because I've been eyeballing it online, but then I saw that, yes, I saw that my local Northern Tool had one in stock this morning, so I went ahead and just ran up there, bit the bullet, and went ahead and bought it. Right now I'm just changing out a fitting on my hose reel that had been leaking, that I've been needing to replace for a while. I'm just knocking that out real quick. Because this one here had been leaking for quite some time. I could never keep anything plugged into it. And if I did have anything plugged into it, it was leaking. So that's no bueno. Let me open some more windows and get a cross breeze because it's only 68 outside right now. There's no reason to turn on the mini split and waste electricity when it's actually quite nice outside except for the rain. Except for the rain. Go ahead and take that bad boy off the wall. Take that hose reel off because we're gonna remount that somewhere else because it's what we do. We repurpose. Well, it never works out quite the way you want it to. Well, son of a biscuit. Gonna have to dig that out. But yeah, I've been meaning to do some piping in here for airline because all I had was that hose reel I just took down, and you know, I need something more substantial because I really want the hose reel mounted right up here in the middle of the shop, hanging down. And then I'm gonna put a hookup right behind my lathe as well. So that will be interesting. So I can just hook up there. It'll be quite nice, I think. Because I want, gonna have a hookup there on the lathe. I'm gonna have my air hose up here, and then I'm gonna have another hookup over here by my drill press. Son of a biscuit. I need to get, after this will be some dust collection piping as well, because I really need to get on that. Come on, let go. There we go. Because I would really like proper hookups everywhere, and I really want to do that where people have the dust collection on the floor where they can just sweep right into the little vacuum thing. Hey, Bad Dad. I mean, Min Pins, how you doing? How you been? Yeah, I really like how that works, where people can just sweep right into the, sweep right up to it, and it just sucks it right up. It just. My shop is too clean. Yeah, okay. If you say so. You don't see right over here where from all my shavings I've just swept against the workbench right here, so you say that. Darn cat out there running around meowing everywhere. Kind of annoying. How's everyone doing today, by the way? I don't think you have, Bad Dad. I don't think you have. Ugh. I do not believe you have. Let's take a gander. Okay, I'll give you a sec. Now, where did I store those other fittings? They should. Absolutely, I concur. Let's take a gander. Ooh. That's looking good. You got some pipe storage there, I can see. Good shelf storage. Yeah, it looks good. That's some awesome storage. Yeah, I see your dust collector there at the bottom right. That's pretty awesome. That looks really good. Good old clamp storage. Clampy, clamp, clamp. Hey, I have an old one. I have a new one. I have a semi-new one. I know how that is. never have too many fittings and extra stuff. OMG. Oh, man, you're good. Hey, Matt, how you doing? All is good over here. We're doing some son of a biscuit. I'm always looking on OfferUp and Craigslist and stuff. I do enjoy watching your YouTube videos there, Matt. I'm always looking on Craigslist and whatnot and all those other places for old dust collection piping that people are trying to get rid of, hoping I can sometimes get a deal, but never works out. Just takes practice. It is. I'm going to be piping in some air hose. I got a kit this morning. Vice doing I got a kit this morning. Instead of buying all the connectors and all that mumbo jumbo, I went ahead and opted to buying the kit by Rapid Air, not sponsored, because it had really good reviews, and I have been eyeballing it for a while. So I finally went ahead and bit the bullet and purchased it this morning. They had pretty decent reviews. So I was like, sure, why not? Well, the 3/4 kit came with better things. So all the connections are metal. Here, which way? There we go. All the connections are metal on the 3/4. And for the 1/2 inch, same kit, everything was plastic. So I wasn't gonna, and the reviews on the 1/2 inch weren't they had 1 star less than the 3/4. And so, hey, why not, right? Yeah, it's always a hit or miss on what you need and what you don't need. So I was like, okay, well, what was that? I don't think so. Yes, need versus want. I thought I had at least one reducer somewhere because I want to get at least this mounted and check this for leaks before I start piping in the rest. Slash, 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 slash. Hey, Cerise, how you doing? I hope your day is going fantabulous. Everyone is streaming today. Everyone's just enjoying the Friday. It's like everyone had the same idea. Everyone was like, let's do this. Where'd my box go? Yes, they say PVC is like the almost the worst thing you can use. A lot of people have been switching. Aluminum is the best, is what they say, and then copper comes in second. But both of those are so darn expensive that this is aluminum lined. So it's pretty stout stuff. I mean, I don't know if I've read any stuff on the thick wall PVC, but they just say steer clear of PVC. Yes, friction. The same way that if you use PVC for your dust collection, they say ground the tubing that way. Let me go around here and check something on my compressor. How big is this? Hey, Sam. Yeah, it has been, Sam. How you been up to? Let me write this down. Pencil. Well, that's good. Not much going on, huh? Sweep that workshop. I just need you to drive down here and actually sweep the workshop there, Cerise. That would be helpful. We are up to piping in for compressed air. I already have compressed air, but I just had one little hose reel. So I went and bought a kit by Rapid Air, not sponsored, and that I've had my eye on for a while. And we are piping in a couple of connection points. Let me go around there and look again. Once I get this piped in, I am going to purchase a bigger air compressor. That is next on my list as well. My ever-growing list of stuff to buy. Yeah. They can get pretty expensive. But I'm not going extreme overkill on it. Seems like every time you do a project, you run into another project that runs into another project that you need more stuff for. Hey, Osperanus, how you doing? How are you doing? I hope fantastic. Lettuce. My favorite air tool that I own. I mean, everybody does love a good blow job. No, you probably are. Uh, if I had one, uh, hey, Sasaki. Um, I don't have an exact favorite tool. I mean, my drill, my pneumatic drills, I do enjoy using. Just because I like the way the pneumatic tools sound. Yes. So I was watching Bud Cessaries the other day, and I was kind of jealous of the little random orbital sander he was using to do all. He was using to sand his little trays with. Because you got to have, yes, the Onyx. Yes. So I was looking at that because we all know the pirate likes good quality sanding. Um, so I was looking at all that stuff, but I've always needed to pipe in some airlines in here to get things a rocking and a rolling. Where's all my connectors? There we are. I thought this came with one more connector. I am running airlines. Indubitably. I wouldn't say super fancy, but it's getting there. Let's hope so anyway. Let's see if I can get it figured out. Because I want to use this on that wall where it comes straight out of the compressor area. But I'm looking for one more fitting. I thought I had it. But of course, stuff's never where you think you left it. Esperanza using all the emotes. Ooh, hoo, hoo. That was weird. What was I doing? I was measuring. That's right. Freaking size is that? Where's my calipers? I need my calipers. I appreciate that, Matt. You go have fun with your video editing. That's like an odd size. That doesn't make any sense at all. What freaking oddball size is this? Because this is an inch outside diameter. Well, 3/4 outside diameter. What fitting size is between 1/2 and 3/4? What fraction is that? Because that's what the inside of this is. Hey, thank you. How you doing today? How you doing, Otto? Well, that is good to hear. Good to hear. Hey, we welcome lurkers. Now, where am I? There it is. I do go to Fidgets every once in a while. I try to catch them as often as I can. Fidget, I was watching him this morning, but he cut down early because his stuff wasn't working too well. It was not working too well for him, but that's okay. There's always the next day. I was still sitting there supporting him throughout his whole endeavor. I was doing some work myself, so I didn't have the volume up, but I was still there, lurking away. But the chat was going pretty good. So that was good. The chat was popping off. There's some oddball size. Oh, we're just going to take everything apart. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe in these parts. And of course, what did I do with my little tweezers? Well, that worked. Put a little lubricant on there. A little lube goes a long way. I don't want that to come off. I just want this piece to come off. Gosh darn it. Hey, UFO, how you doing? That's precisely what pirates say. You are 100% correct. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good, doing good. It's Friday. Airlines for air hoses. But this silly thing does not want to come out of here. There we go. It sure is. Ugh. It's one somebody gave me. I'm taking it apart, make sure there's no crud in it, because it was used. And these silly regulators are not cheap. Not cheap at all. And what have you come up with? Anything exciting? Yeah, they do. it's silly how expensive they are. I'm thinking that this one's missing a piece. Yeah, I'm thinking it's missing the. Well, would they be right or would they be wrong? I do like, hey, you guys. Hey, Jan, thank you for that 2 months. I hope your day is going spectacular. Oh, really? Hey, I've only seen powder coating being done on YouTube videos, so I do not know. I only know what I have seen. I don't know the whole process with it. So how's the job hunting going, UFO? Because I know you said you were in the process of looking for a new job. Hey, a job's a job. Sometimes, unfortunately, you gotta take what you can get. But I do hope it works out for you. Does it come with free beef jerky? Because if it did, I'd be going. Because I do like me some beef jerky. I'll be like, which samples do I want today? But that's just me. Maybe you don't like beef jerky that much. Would I hold it against you? I might. Just a little. Is it a smaller company that you're talking about? Is it maybe something we might have heard of, a brand? Son of a bitch. Dad's Homestyle Jerky. That does sound tasty. Ah, okay. Well, that's always exciting. Getting your stuff out there. Getting stuff up and going. Entrepreneur. Plus, I mean, it's beef jerky. I don't know too many people that don't like beef jerky. Ah, silly codes. I mean, if it's anything like the pirate code, it's just merely, guidelines. Ooh, I like beef jerky. I would not say no to that. Ugh. I do like the beef jerky. Those sound delish. Not gonna lie. Wouldn't be prudent. Those sound amazing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hear you on that. Now, only if I could find some of my pipe fittings that I was looking for. What was that? $5 an ounce, but don't quote me on that. I won't quote you. No quoting. Yeah. When I go around that corner, my mic doesn't like working over there. I was over there trying to figure out where I put my silly fittings, because I need some fittings. I don't want to run to the store. I'm in the middle of a stream. Oh, that is my surrender the booty. Surrender the booty. // You like that? Okay, so on there. But it does look like I will need to take a quick run to the hardware store because I forgot stuff. Which stinks, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to. Let me get a piece of paper out of the small child's book to make some notes on. Oh. This is what I'm going to need. Because I need to get a reducer for this. I need 3 of them. And then I need that to that. So it looks like I might have to stop the stream just for a little bit to run to the hardware store for some pieces. I do apologize for this, but I need those pieces to go forward because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing when I went to the store this morning. I know, gasp. Everyone gasp. All together now. I hope everyone did it at the same time I did. That would have been awesome. Yes. All the gasps and the does. Don't. And the pirate, what are you doing to us? Because I need this reducer. Yeah, about that. Yes, Navy punishment from beyond. Okay, so before I do all that, I want to make sure that I get all the pieces. So I need this, I need that, and then I need that. So many little pieces I forgot. I feel like a dummy head. But if Mistakes was here, You make mistakes. It happens. It happens. I think I do. Okay, so I need one of those, three of those, one of these. Uh, it's even across the board. It, yeah, I need a TDY to Antarctica. That's right. No, so if like my rank is the same across the board, but they just call it different things in different branches. Okay, so I think I got. No, I am not an E1. Thank you very much, Jack. You got freaking jokes. You turd. Lol. Lol. Okay. I'll probably be back in about 30, 45 minutes. I need to run up to Home Depot. It's right around the corner from my house. I do need to get some fittings. I apologize, but I will start it right back up as soon as I get home. Yes, it is. Absolutely, Russ. So let me do that. Yes, it is. There is Jack. Yes. Baby squid. All right. I will catch everyone shortly. I'm just going to go ahead and just quit the stream. I'm not going to bother with rating anybody. But I'll be back here in about 30 to 45 minutes. Hope to see everyone back. See you shortly.